Ben. You promised we'd try it my way first.
Yeah, I lied.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Ben 10 characters went berserk.
He's pure evil.
He's all I've got! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Soon, even that old Phil body will be gone.
For this list, we'll be looking at the moments from the Ben 10 franchise where both heroes and villains were overwhelmed by intense rage, their own power, or performed extreme actions to accomplish their goals. Are there any moments when a Ben 10 character went off the rails that you think deserves a spot on this list? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Heatblast Tantrum. Ben 10.
No way!
What do you get when you mix aliens, an evil sorcerer, and magic water? A whole lot of trouble.
With control of the water, I shall become immortal.
After exposure to water from the legendary Fountain of Youth turns Ben and his aliens into toddlers, he's unable to match the power of a rejuvenated Hex.
This is not funny.
All hope seems lost until Gwen decides to use Ben's toddler personality to their advantage.
Even if you went Heatblast to melt Hex, he'd just blow you out like you were a birthday candle.
With the power of reverse psychology, Gwen tricks Heatblast into throwing a tantrum, causing the young Pyronite to unleash a miniature supernova, blowing up the fountain and Hex's evil plan along with it.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Number 9. Cash Murray gets assimilated. Ben 10 Alien Force. While Ben has matured a great deal from when he was 10, the same can't be said for his former bullies, Cash and JT.
It's ridiculous. Could you at least try being original for a change?
After Ben calls out and humiliates them, Cash and JT take out their frustration on Kevin's car.
Dude, that's hardcore.
In the process, they steal dangerous alien technology, which soon fixes itself onto Cash, making him both stronger and more violent.
You don't have to worry, Levin. This isn't about you.
After beating Kevin, Cash's thirst for revenge goes too far when he threatens innocent civilians, including his friend JT, forcing Ben to step in and stop him.
You guys thought I was so funny? Who's laughing now?
While Cash's rampage is eventually stopped before any permanent harm is done, the experience shows just how easily such behavior can get out of hand. Number 8. Ben Tennyson tries to destroy Malware. Ben 10 Omniverse.
I am here for Azimuth.
Prior to his final defeat, Malware was one of the few beings in the universe who scared Ben more than anything, and for good reason.
What goes around comes around.
Excellent suggestion.
Along with being the most violent and psychopathic member of his species, Malware is also responsible for causing a traumatic event in Ben's childhood. After Malware rips out Feedback, Ben's favorite alien from the Omnitrix, he forces Ben to watch as he destroys him.
Isn't this a surprising turn of events? If I am not mistaken, this seems to be your favorite alien, Ben Tennyson. Correct?
Ben becomes so consumed by rage that he does not hesitate to destroy Malware by using the Omnitrix to overload him.
You want it so bad. Here!
Although his attempt may have failed, Ben's desire to finish off Malware was all too real. Number 7. Phil Billings' Inner Monster. Ben 10 Omniverse.
Hey, Ugly, we were just talking about you.
Grandpa Max may be an ideal role model, but the same can't be said for his former partner Phil.
You always were too smart for your own good, Max.
While Max is selfless and heroic, Phil is a selfish individual who is even willing to betray his own comrade for personal gain. After spending years trapped in the null void, Phil returns an even bigger threat than before.
Max! Help! Help!
Following a failed experiment involving the Nematrix, Phil acquires the power to transform into an alien-predator hybrid. Along with an insatiable hunger for electricity, Phil also becomes more violent and ruthless, to the point where he claims that there is nothing left of his former humanity.
Soon, even that old Phil body will be gone.
Number 6. Ben Tennyson and Rex Salazar vs. Alpha. Ben 10 Generator Rex, Heroes United.
You guys are our best hope. We're doomed.
You know a villain is dangerous when it requires the greatest heroes from two different universes to defeat them. The Alpha Nanite is one such villain.
Power to change life itself. What foolishness to give my brothers such a command.
After escaping from the Null Void and causing mass chaos, Ben and Rex Salazar confront Alpha for one final battle. Along with absorbing millions of nanites, Alpha steals power from the Ultimatrix, allowing him to transform into a variety of nightmarish forms.
Your machine is most interesting. Perhaps within I can find a suitable host.
If that wasn't bad enough, Alpha's rampage soon reaches cataclysmic levels after it absorbs Rex's Omega Nanite, turning it into an even bigger monster capable of destroying the world.
The Omega Nanite is mine.
Number 5. Ben 10,000 Rages. Ben 10.
Time to finish you once and for all.
Although Ben grows up to become one of the universe's strongest heroes, this also results in a more dangerous rogues gallery. In one alternate future, Ben faces his old nemesis, Kevin 11, who returns more powerful and more twisted than ever before.
With all that time in the Null Void, I was able to absorb a few tricks.
When Kevin's strength proves too much for Ben to handle, Ben's son Ken and Kevin's son Devlin try to help.
Dad, stop! You proved you're the best! We can go now!
Though noble, their efforts prove to be in vain, as Kevin easily defeats them. Unfortunately for Kevin, this also has the effect of infuriating Ben.
How dare you!
With his second win, Ben unleashes his rage onto Kevin with the father of all beatdowns. Number 4. The Nalgian Destructor. Ben 10 Alien Force.
Careful, Ben.
It's hard enough to defeat advanced alien tech that imitates any action you make, but when you add the Vreedle brothers into the mix, you get a recipe for disaster.
It appears that you've got something that belongs to us.
After stealing a device known as the Nalgian Destructor, the Vreedle's violent actions cause the device to get a taste for destruction, causing it to go on a rampage in downtown Bellwood. However, what's probably more surprising is the fact that the device is not actually a weapon, but rather a children's toy.
We were on an afternoon excursion to the lower dimensions, and she must have dropped it out of her carriage.
If a toy was capable of causing so much damage, one can only imagine what a true Nalgian weapon can do.
This toy is clearly marked, not for children under 3 million years old.
Number 3. The Ultimates Rebel. Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Although the Ultimatrix is one of the most powerful inventions ever created, it's far from perfect. In fact, one of its biggest flaws almost causes Ben's demise.
Ben, calm down!
My name's not Ben!
When Ben starts acting crazy after transforming into Ultimate Humongosaur, he's pulled into the Ultimatrix where he discovers that his ultimate forms are actually alive. What's even worse is that the Ultimates believe Ben has imprisoned them and that the only way to free themselves is to destroy him.
You can't control us. Not ever again!
Although he attempts to reason with them, Ben is unable to quell the Ultimates' rage. It isn't until he sacrifices himself that Ben finally frees the Ultimates from both their prison and their hatred. Number 2. Jennifer Nocturne Loses It. Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Once a great hero, Captain Nemesis's jealousy of Ben causes him to fall from grace after he kidnaps Ben's girlfriend Julie, along with actress Jennifer Nocturne.
Do you have the gauntlet?
I found it right where you said.
Good girl.
However, rather than feel threatened by Nemesis, Jennifer ends up falling for him, and not in a good way. Suffering from Stockholm Syndrome, Jennifer's obsession with Nemesis reaches its peak after she helps him to escape from prison so that he can get revenge on Ben. As a result of her actions, Nemesis goes too far.
Your time is up.
All the while, Jennifer's morals worsen to the point where she not only attacks and injures Ben, but is even willing to take his life.
He's pure evil!
He's all I've got!
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. It Should Have Been Me. Ben 10, Secret of the Omnitrix.
She sacrificed herself to save me! It should have been me! It should have been me!
Ghost Freak's Influence. Ben 10.
Something's wrong. I've never seen Ben so vicious.
You're trashing the whole gym! Are you trying to ruin my chances of getting accepted here? Ben, answer me!
Ben's not here.
Wrath Goes Into the Belly of the Beast. Ben 10, Alien Force.
Eating babies is not cool!
Khyber goes berserk. Ben 10 Omniverse. Deca eats meat. Ben 10 Alien Force.
For our species, eating meat is bad.
How bad we talking here?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Kevin Levin goes crazy. Ben 10 Ultimate Alien.
Hands off the baby.
Levin?
Due to the nature of his powers, Kevin cannot absorb too much energy without becoming a danger to himself and others. He learned this the hard way when he was a kid. While his transformation was certainly intense, even that moment pales in comparison to his other transformation years later. To stop the evil Aggregator from absorbing the powers of a baby celestial sapien and ruling the universe, Kevin absorbs the power of the Ultimatrix.
Let's see who's weak after I take your powers too.
As a result, Kevin loses control of himself, turning into a power-hungry monster driven by madness and revenge. As a result, Kevin goes berserk, attacking not just his enemies, but his closest allies as well. Things got so bad that Ben was willing to end it right then and there.
I'll try to make this as quick and painless as I can. Sonic Doom!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.